Right. Good morning. I know it's just a little bit before 10, so we'll wait a couple minutes. I just wanted to make sure my computer would connect because I've told you guys I have been having some interesting problems with the computer lately. So, we got 2 people logged on. And it's just 10 o'clock now, so we'll just wait just another minute or two. Make sure to give everyone a chance to catch the reading from the beginning. Hey, Elijah. Oh, goodness. Hey, Zach and Reagan. Hey, Natalie. Zach, we're going to start on page 67. 67. So let's just do like a little quick recap while we see if we can get anyone else logged on. This young boy, Jack, I always want to say Jacob after our last book, The Boy on the Porch, but Jack is his name. We know that he wrote Mr. Dean Walter Myers a letter, right? And he figured out that it could take months to hear back from him. And so that's kind of where we left off. He also was saying that I think we said we decided he's communicating with his teacher. At least that's what we think. That he said that that his teacher could type up the thing about trying not to think about something, but he wanted his name left off of it. And the very last one we read, I'll just read it again because it's super short. May 7th. Maybe you could use the computer, and then I could type up my own words. May 8th. I didn't know about the spell checking thing inside the computer. It's like a miracle little brain in there. A little helper brain. But I am a slow typer person. Did you say there is a teaching type thing in that computer too? Will it help me type better and faster? Tap, 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 tap. So my fingers can go as fast as my brain? May 14th. I typed this up myself. So this is one that he typed up. My sky. We were outside the street, me and some other kids kicking the ball before dinner, and Sky was chasing, with his feet going every which way, and his tail wagging, and his mouth slobbering, and he was all over the place, smiling and wagging and slobbering and making us laugh. And my dad came walking up the street. He was way down there near the end. I could see him after he got off the bus, and he was walking. And I saw him wave, and he called out, "Hey there, son." And so I didn't see the car coming from the other way until someone else, one of the big kids, called out, "Car!" And I turned around, and I saw a blue car, splattered with mud, speeding down the road. and I saw Sky going after the ball, wagging his tail, and I called him, Sky, Sky, and he turned his head, but it was too late because the blue car splattered with mud, hit Sky, thud, thud, thud. And it kept on going in such a hurry, so fast, so many miles to go. And it couldn't even stop. And Sky was just there in the road, lying on his side, with his legs bent funny and his side heaving. And he looked up at me, and I said, Sky, Sky, Sky. And then my dad was there, and he lifted Sky out of the road and laid him on the grass. And Sky closed his eyes, and he never opened them ever again. So now we can remember in the beginning when, we can remember in the beginning when Jake was talking about the blue car and people wanting to go somewhere very fast. May 15th. I don't know. If you put it on the board and people read it, it might make them sad. May 17th. Okay, I guess. I'll put my name on it. But I hope it doesn't make people feel too sad. And if it does, maybe you could think of something to cheer everybody up. Like maybe with some of those brownies you make, the chocolate ones that are so good. May 21st. Wow. That was best news ever. I can't believe it. Mr. Walter Dean Myers is really coming to our school. He was coming to our city anyways to see his old buddy, and he would be honored to visit our clean school and meet the mostly nice kids who like his poems. We sure are lucky that his old buddy lives in our town. Wow. May 28th. The bulletin board looks like it's blooming words with everybody's poems up there, all on those colored sheets of paper, yellow, blue, pink, red, green. And the bookcase looks like it's sprouting books, all of them by Mr. Walter Dean Myers, lined up, looking back at us and waiting for Mr. Walter Dean Myers himself to come to our school, right into our classroom. Wow. May 29th. I can't wait. I can't sleep. Are you sure you hid my poem that was inspired by Mr. Walter Dean Myers? I don't want to do anything to upset him. June 1st. Mr. Walter Dean Myers Day. And that's how Jake wrote it. I never in my whole life ever heard anybody who could talk like that, Mr. Walter Dean Myers. All of my blood in my veins was bubbling, and all of the thoughts in my head were buzzing, and I wanted to keep Mr. Walter Dean Myers at our school forever. June 6th. Dear Mr. Walter Dean Myers, thank you for 100 million times for leaving your work and your family and your things people have to do to come and visit us in our school, in our class. We hope you liked your visit. We think maybe you did because you were smiling all over the place. And when you read your poems, you had the best voice, low and deep and friendly and warm, like it was reaching out and wrapping us all up in a big squeeze. And when you laughed, you had the best laugh I've ever heard in my life, like it was coming from way down deep and bubbling up and rolling and tumbling out into the air. We hope we didn't ask you too many questions, but we thank you for answering every which one, and especially for saying that you would be flattered if someone used some of your words, and especially if they added a note that they were inspired by Walter Dean Myers. And it was nice of you to read all of our poems on the bulletin board. And I hope it didn't make you too sad when you read the one about my dog Sky getting smushed in the road. And I think you liked the brownies too, right? Thank you for coming to see us, Mr. Walter Dean Myers. Inside this envelope is a poem using some of your words. I wrote it. It was inspired by you, Mr. Walter Dean Myers, from your #1 fan, Jack. So, this is a poem that Jack wrote. Love That Dog. Inspired by Walter Dean Myers by Jack. Love that dog like a bird loves to fly. I said, love that dog like a bird loves to fly. Love to call him in the morning. Love to call him. Hey there, Sky. All right. And so the rest of the book, which I will read to you tomorrow, we'll finish it up. It is some of the poems used by Miss Stretchberry. So these are some of the poems that his teacher used. And I will finish that up and read all those poems to you tomorrow. All right. I will see you on Zoom in just a couple of minutes. So be sure to check your Canvas inbox. All right, guys. See you soon. Bye.